For lesson 19, we're going to talk about factors as well as prime numbers. So recall that in lesson 2, we define a factor as one of the numbers multiplied to form a product. Here's another definition for a factor. The factors of a given number are the whole numbers that divide the given number without a remainder. Okay? So numbers that are going to go into it that we can multiply together to get our number. So we can illustrate the factors of a number by arranging tiles to form rectangles. Okay? So if I want to know the factors of 6, just 6 little boxes, okay, there's a rectangle. It's 1 by 6. So 1 and 6 are factors. Okay? Okay, formed a rectangle, 3, 2 are factors. Okay? So you can use tiles if you need to. I'd suggest not doing that because we should know our basic facts. We should be able to find the factors we need to find. Okay? So example 1 says, what are the factors of 10? Well, you can write these out however you want right away, and then I'm going to show you how I want you to write them out for your answer. So my factors of 1 and 10, I have 1 and 10. 2 times 5. Okay, now that's it. Okay, 3 and 4 don't work. So my factors are 1, 2, 5, and 10. When I list factors for a number, they have to be in order, and I don't want this big space in here. Okay, that's why I rewrote them down here. Now some of you might want to go 1 and 10, 2 and 5. 3 doesn't work, 4 doesn't work. So then I want you to write out like this after you do this part. Okay? So we're just going to find all the numbers that go into it. Okay? And once these two numbers get really close, and we go in between them and there's no numbers that work, then we know we're done. So it says how many different whole numbers are factors of 12. Okay? So I have 1 times 12, 2 times 6, 3 times 4. Okay? Now I know I'm done. I went in order this way, which means I went reverse order that way, and these two numbers are right next to each other so that we know there's nothing in between. Okay, so my factors are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. Make sure you put commas in between, make sure you put them in numerical order. Okay. Now, looking at numbers 1 through 10, which numbers have exactly 2 factors? Well, I look at 1 has 1 factor, so it's not that. Okay, look at 2 has 2 factors, 3 has 2 factors, 4 has 3, so not that one, 5 has 2, 7 has 2, and then that's it there. Okay? So 2, 3, 5, and 7 have 2 factors each. Okay, counting numbers that have exactly 2 factors are called prime numbers. Okay? So remember, 1's not a prime number because it only has 1 factor. It's just 1. Okay? Now, the first 4 prime numbers you saw were 2, 3, 5, and 7. What are the next 4 prime numbers? Well, we know it's not 10. How about 11? Okay, 11. Does anything go into 11 besides 1 and 11? No, it doesn't. So 11 works. How about 12? 12 is even. Any even number is not going to be prime because 2 automatically goes into it. Okay, so we're just going to start skipping over the even numbers. 13. 13 is a prime number. How about 15? Well, 3 and 5 go into 15. So let's try 17. 17 is a prime number. 19 is also a prime number. Okay, so our next 4 are 11, 13, 17, 19. So remember, all these have just 1 in itself as a factor. It doesn't have any other number. Now, this is a little chart. We're going to go through this in class. I want you to remind me to go through this in class. We're going to make a little chart of our prime numbers to help you out. That way you have it with you. You don't have to think through it as much. Just another tool for you to use. So make sure you remind me to go through this in class. Okay? Here's your practice set. So go ahead, answer the questions. Okay? It looks long, should be pretty quick, but some of them are quick, easy answers. Some of them are just finding the factors of numbers, prime numbers, things like that. So go ahead and do A through L. If you have any questions, make sure to bring them to class. Make sure you remind me to go through prime numbers with you in class.